I'm Cassie Pamplin, head at Portreach Primary School. And our school, like many others, has been working on attendance over the last few years. But since doing the course with Mark, we decided that we needed a tighter focus on communication. We feel as a school we were working really hard on using inclusive language, and Crofty Matter were really thinking about how we can use language to help the children feel like they belong. And yet the letters we were sending out each half term to the children, they seemed a bit harsh. The language seemed, there was just too many words, the letters were too long, and I think maybe not all parents read them. So we decided to shorten the letters, make them much clearer and simpler, and also use much more inclusive language, helping the parents to understand that it's about the children. We want the children there because it helps them with their friendship, with the social side, as well as with the academic. And on the letters we send out, there's a graphic which is really simple. It compares how many days their child has had off and compare it to the average child in that class. So for instance, if the average child has had 5 days off and their child has had 14, it seems really clear in the graphic for the parent. And we found that the parents have responded really well to these letters. I think they're reading them more and they can see more clearly the impact the time off is having on their child. And it's much part of a broader kind of way that we're approaching things, having those more informal meetings, having a chat on the phone, rather than going in too early with those kind of more formal letters and formal attendance clinics. Those still have a place, and actually it works better because those softer kind of letters are going first, where we're trying to connect with parents, and then later when we need to, we can use the more formal meetings and so on if things don't improve. Things have been going well so far. So back when we started the project with in spring, we were on then 17 children, so 11% of our children were PA. Actually now, when I've just looked at the figures, we're now down to 6%. So I'm really pleased to see the big difference, really. And out of the 17, all of them, bar 3, had actually improved attendance, even if they haven't quite come out of that PA gap. But we're really hoping that this approach kind of connects more with the parents. And of course it comes with its challenges. You're doing personalised letters. They go to all children who are below 92%. So it does take some time. And in the beginning, it was getting the system set up, making it really clear which child has had which letter, and making sure then changing the graphic each time. And I must say, when the first time we did it, I was a bit worried. It seemed to take a lot of time, and I was aware that I was going to be asking the other schools in the map to do the same. But actually just doing it the second time even, it just seems so much quicker. And I think as we've got used to it, it's got easier and easier. And it seems to be having a positive impact, so I think it's worth that extra effort.